Hey everybody, these are Sean's Rants, and in this rant I want to talk about something that's very, very near and dear to my heart. If you followed any of my posts, blogs, or tips, or if you've attended T3 or anything like that, you know I'm a huge purveyor of the power of influence and influences, and I think it's maybe the most essential, crucial, game-changing, life-changing component of how do we move our lives forward? How do we move the needle forward? How do we improve something if we're not happy, if our job isn't rewarding, if we're having problems in relationships, if we're having problems with finances, if we're having just a lack of fulfillment? The very best thing I can recommend for anyone, and what I did myself personally, is to change your influences. And that means getting rid of the negative, and that can be really hard, whether it's friends, family, virtual on social media, the books, the movies, TV, news, whatever you're reading or exposing yourself to, and replacing that with really valuable, helpful, powerful, enlightening information, materials, and people that are going to help you evolve and move you forward and set a new bar for you, right? This is a really interesting, cool concept that influences, they push you, they push you to think differently, but they also set a bar for you differently about character, what would be acceptable behavior, what is okay, what is not okay. You surround yourself with enough amazing people, like I said, whether virtual or real, and you start to borrow from them. You start to feel, what would a Darren Hardy, what would a Jim Rohn, what would whoever that is, somebody that you watch, you start to spend enough time with them and you feel like, I couldn't do that because Jim would feel terrible about that. You actually start to borrow from these guys and start to set a different bar for yourself. Now that said, they also cause you to dream bigger, think bigger thoughts, help demolish limiting beliefs that you're not worth enough, that you're not deserving, that you can't achieve this, getting you out of small thinking and getting you to look at bigger possibilities and opportunities. I'm just such a firm believer that if you're stuck in any capacity, change your influences and you can absolutely change your life.